somebody, and I'm looking at you, Arch, has taken something from 17 answers in this puzzle's diagram. The two unclued across entries identify the crime, and the unclued down entry identifies the perpetrator. Answer lengths are also missing. Great. Answers include 9 capitalised words, one of them an acronym, 28 across is a bit archaic, and 36 across is rare, although made of common parts. Good evening, Bill Coates. Hope you're doing well. Who did do Whodunit? I don't know yet. We're going to find out. So we've also been told... that 17 answers have got something going on. There is a shenanigan, and we're not told the answer lengths. So it's called Whodunit. Absolutely. There we go. See, there we go. It's a pinball machine. Don't care. I don't think I've ever played on a proper pinball table. I really want to. Must go and find like a pinball place. What do you call them? A pinball palace? I really want to go there and do that. Anyway, so allow me first go with all the clues. Don't shout out the answers until I allow you to. Otherwise, I'm going to send you to the back of the room, and you're going to have to think about what you did whilst being pelted by rotted eggs. Happy Easter. Herb is Jazz Combo member, providing great intensity. Herb is Jazz Combo member, providing great intensity. Dan with the Cryptic Crossword in the Twitch chat. Wasn't me! But it was everything else. You were 2 out of 3. Wasn't me. No. Okay. I mean, there's 8 spaces in the grid. Not that that tells us anything. Herb is Jazz Combo member, providing great intensity. Gonna come back to that one. 6 across. I love calling it a bop hammer now. Desert heat returns in mountain. Desert heat returns in mountain. So heat could be H. No, return. So heat returns. So we're going to have a word for heat. Maybe cook or warm. Because to heat is to warm something. Mountain. Usually MT in abbreviations, isn't it? I thought it was going to be genuine axolotl there. Made of genuine axolotls. Awesome. Lovely. No axolotls were harmed in the making of your plushies. It sounds lovely. Though. They have happy faces. They have happy faces. Weird little hmms. As do we all times. Desert heat returns to mountain. Okay, going to come back to that one. Be second in departure from the stage. Be second in departure from the stage. Is it live? Because if you be, you live. Second in departure. So we're going to take the second letter away from the stage? Hang on, no. The second in departure is just E. That's overcomplicated. So let's just go second in departure, that's E. And we're going to take that from stage. Step. First letter, please. First letter, please, Hollow. Because I'm not doing very well here. I'd already be looking at 10. E. So the second in departure is E. If you be, you exist. Departure from the stage. Okay, so if you be, you exist. Second in departure, take out S, because S also means second. Second also means S. It's departing, so take it away from exist, you get exit. Departure from the stage is an exit. It is what I currently think of as an exit. Pursued by a bear. Next one is 8 letters. Iconoclastic. The man leads wild rodeo in Texas. I'm assuming I was thinking orthodox, but I'm not sure now. No, it can't be orthodox because Texas is TX. Wild rodeo. So anagram of rodeo in Texas. So we're going to put an anagram of rodeo in Texas. Oh no, it is orthodox. It is very close to orthodox. So T, because we can have DOX in it, can't we? We could definitely have DOX in it. we can have odox in it as well. So something like pterodox. And of course, it's not necessarily 8 letters, but it probably is in this case. The man. Him. He. Yes, he. The man. Who did it? The man did. He did it. He leads. Anagram of rodeo in Texas. Heterodox. That is definitely a word, which must mean iconoclastic, I guess. I don't know either of the definitions of those words, so I'm just looking. Heterodox. Characterised by departure from accepted beliefs or standards, which I'm assuming is also iconoclastic. It turns out I don't know, but there we go. We're getting some definitions in the chat, so thank you very much for that. But anyway, there we go. We can't put it in. There's only 8 spaces. So which letter is going to go? I'm going to say that the X is going to go. Don't know. This was, by the way, released in October 2000. So there might be a Halloween thing going on. You never know. Should dress up in a Halloween costume for the October one, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll do that in the next when it comes around. Chart having a variable that can be assessed. Chart having a variable that can be assessed. 6 letters in the grid. So it's an anagram of chart and A. That can be assessed is normally like determinative or something like that. There's way too many letters. Now, chart, could it just be like a pie chart or something like that? Is it going to be a type of chart? Bar. Chart is a graph. Chart having a variable. Maybe the variable is X or Y or something like that. So it's a shorter word for a chart, sort of 3 or 4 or 5 letters, with A and then X, or A and then Y, or potentially A and then Z. That can be assessed. Oh, that's so terrible. Awesome. That's that is just so bad, and I'm still laughing at it. Oh dear, good work. Okay, first letter from 11. Has anyone got 11? I know Hollow's got 11. T. Graph that begins with T. Oh, I don't know. Chart having a variable that could be assessed. What could be assessed? Your eyesight could be assessed. Anything could be assessed. Your driving skills. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that one. So I see that, Katus, but I'm happy with it. It is in departure. It is going. It is in departure. 12. Luxurious spot by an advertising union. Luxurious spot by an advertising union. Oh, goodness. Okay. 5 spaces in the grid. I'm happy that the second is departing, so it is in departure. Oh, but I'm then using it twice, am I? Aren't I? That's your problem. That's your problem. Departure from the stage. Second, in departure from the stage. Yeah, of course, it exists. So it looks like, in my opinion, we're going to get loads of X's and none of the X's are going in. That is my guess. That is my absolute guess. Luxurious. Spot. Spot could be mark, a blemish. It could be to see, to espy, by an. But it's a luxurious spot, like a spa. Advertising union. By an advertising union. Okay, coming away from that one. Tragic figure in plot made dim. Tragic figure in plot made dim. 14, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares in which to put letters. Made dim feels like the definition. So plot could be a story, could be a scheme. Figure. Tragic figure. Is it going to be 6? No. What's tragic doing in there? Figure. In plot. Story. Made dim. So it's going to end ED. So how is it going to... Tragic is sad. So... Sad... Nope. Going to come away from that. That's a current guess. Sure, current guess. First letter, please, Foggy. Good evening to you, Foggy. It was wonderful to hear you singing on your stream yesterday. If you want to follow Foggy, I'm sure that the schedule that's just about to pop on your screen is entirely wrong. But he does occasionally stream on Twitch. First letter is B. Made dim. I'm sure. B's. I'm sure made dim feels like the definition. Figure in plot. What is a plot? It's a piece of land as well. Next letter, please. It was excellent singing anyway. I had to dash off about 6:30 my time, whatever that is your time, to prep for my stream. You absolutely should, Sean, because you will get taken round the back and shot. I don't make the rules. Well, actually, I do make the rules. L. Tragic. Figure. Oh, I'm just... Next letter, I'm very sorry about this. In plot. All I've got is blood in my head now. My usual tragic figure. Is that Lear? Like King Lear. So tragic figure is Lear. In a plot is a bed. Made dim doesn't... Is bleared that? Marky V! Absolutely. 20 months. I'd be on day release by now for throwing 7 up can save. You absolutely would. So bleary is to look... To look dim, is it? I just thought it was sort of out of focus. Indistinct or hazy in outline, tied to the point of exhaustion, but of the eyes, dim and watery. So there we go. Made dim, bleared. And that fits perfectly. 15. A ding-a-ling with no delay. A ding-a-ling with no delay. Let's just make you slightly wider so you can see all the numbers properly. A ding-a-ling with no delay. Okay, 4 letters. A ding-a-ling with no delay. Yeah, made is part of the definition. Yeah, made dim for bleared. A ding-a-ling with no delay. Oh, is it just sap? Is a ding-a-ling a sap? Is it like a patsy, a mark, a sap? And A is A, so ASAP, and then with no delay, ASAP. I'm going to go with that. I think that feels right. 4 letters. Born and died in poverty. Born and died in poverty. So died is probably D. And we're going to put that in something that means poverty, so poor or something like that. And we're going to get a word meaning born. And I think there's going to be an X in it. Or more than one X in it. At least an X. Poverty. Poor. What's there? Now, born can also be B. But died is D in poverty. I just can't think of another word than poor. In need. Born. Natal. Founded. Extant. So I can see a few of you getting it. Natal. Extant. If it is extant, why is it that? What have I done? I've said it and I've not realised I said it, or something like that. Found? Did? Oh, that's exciting. Is it founded? in poverty need. What is Shackboy going on about? Do we need to ban that, or are you real? You are banned. There we go. You said something exactly incorrect that would be correct. First letter, please. Died. D. In poverty. Needy. Nadedi. Oh, born is nay, and died is D, and poverty is need. It's the other way around in what I was thinking. There we go. So, you know, such and such, born, then maiden name, maiden name, and then died. D. FBI guys dividing gold treasuries first increase. FBI guys, G-men, or possibly feds. It's one of the two. I never know which way round they go. One of them is FBI, and one of them is just general agents, and I forget which way round they are. Dividing gold? Yep, gold, and then it's G-men in this case. It's G-men. FBI guys, G-men, dividing gold treasuries first increase. So I'm going to give that a few seconds, because I've got that. Je sais un peu de français, mais pas beaucoup. Je sais 3 mots. Okay, go for 18. Go for it. So G-men is going to divide gold, which is AU in this instance, and that's going to go on the left-hand side of it. Treasuries first is T, and that's going to go on the other side of it. You're going to get augment, and that must mean to increase. Yeah, to add to increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next one is 8 letters long. Young lady I put in spot with an African leader's name. Young lady I put in spot with an African leader's name. I mean, if the definition was different, Arch, I'd have that. That's good. Young lady, so lass or girl, I put in spot with an African, well, lass. So it's Selassie, but not spelt like that. How is it spelt? Let's go with that. So the young lady is at lass, and then I put in spot, must be C, S-E-E. So there's going to be an E on the end. And that's going to be the African leader's name, Selassie. This is why I do like cryptic crosswords, because if you're not quite sure, sometimes the wordplay will help you out with the rest of it. So that's lass and I in C. 5 letters, 21. Father qualified made-up story. Father qualified made-up story. Pa, pop, dad, dada. Even poker's got 21. Even poker. Hey. What is it? 3 in the morning there, or something? No, hang on. You're 11 hours ahead. 7:30 in the morning. That's okay. Wow. Stop doing that, Foggy. You're just too good. Be an average solver, like myself. Father qualified, and then it's going to be a made-up story. For made-up story, must be the definition. I keep getting the wordplay and definition parts mixed up, though, so... 5:24 a.m. Oh, I got that entirely wrong. That's a silly time of day. How's the weather down in... I think it's Tasmania. Is it silly hot? So I'm not sure. Can I have the first letter from either Meredith, Poker, Faddy, or Arch? Made up story. A lie. What does qualified mean in this instance? You're qualified. You're able. Parable. No. Because if you're qualified, you're able. But father is par. But where does the R come from in the wordplay? Because made up? Okay, it's not that, it's F. Fable, then. Father is F, qualify. Oh, dear, never mind. It's a fable, and oh, look, they're not... Hang on, no, it's 5 letters, I can put it in. Oh, dear, read the chat down, read the chat. There's no 22 across, but there is a 22 down. There's nothing there. 24 across. Farm animal, gripped by doctor, gave a cry. Right, Doctor DR, is it? What farm animals are there? U? So if I put U in DR, no. There's MO, there's MD. There you go, that's the one. Mewed! There you are. The farm animal is a U. Put that in the MD for doctor. And you get a cry. Gave a cry. Mewed. Yes. Absolutely. Told of former president's education. Okay, so it's going to be X. So that X is not going to go in there. Former president. So there's 8 letters here. So it's going to be 9 in total. Former presidents. Ex-Clintons. Education. Bush. I want ex-Bush. Ex-Taft. Ex-Polk. There's only 45 people to go through. Ex-Lincoln. I'm in the mood. Nice. Oh, that's true. We're in October 2000. So who was before Clinton? I don't know who was before Clinton. Was it Bush Senior? The who would have been just Bush at the time. Known as. It was, okay. But who was before that? Ex-Reagan, ex-Kennedy, ex... Can I have the next letter after X? Because former... Oh, no, hang on. No. If it's former president, it's not going to be X. So maybe... Oh, I don't know. Does the first letter... So is it EXP, for those of you who've got it? So president, and then educate... So president can just be P. Former is X, president is P. And we just need education now. Thank you, Faddy. Education, learning, told of, expounded. Was there a president called Pound? Because if you told, you're expounded. No? Okay. Expressed. Underthink it. Right. I'm normally great at underthinking stuff. Oh, expresses and then ED for education. No, not having it. Don't like it. 7 letters for the next one, which is 28 across. Delaware's body of water shows low ebb. Can I have a clue that I just get, that I could just read and I just get? Yes, let's have a look at 30. Announce plants yield. Ignore 28, going to come back to that, and I want some work to do when we come and do the downs. But 30, I read and I got. Announced plant yield. For some reason I had a great difficulty saying that. Go for 30 in the chat if you've got it. It sounds like a word that means plant, or maybe part of a plant in a way, and it means yield. If you give up a bit of ground, you seed it. So I'm assuming it's that. Now, after that great display of knowledge, I probably got it wrong. Fat boys eating restricted. Fat boys eating restricted. Is this a hidden in some way? Don't think it is. Eating restricted. Okay, boy is a lad. There we go. A boy is a lad. That is my clue for you. A boy is a lad, and you need to know this fact. Go for it in the chat. So, if restricted can be in classified terminology just the letter R. So if lad is eating R, we're going to get lard, which is a type of fat. Absolutement. 7 letters for 32. Share drink with a bit of rum in it. Share drink with a bit of rum in it. So a bit of rum is R. So we're going to put R in a drink and it will mean share. Oh, whilst I remember, I am going to just highlight... am I going to highlight them? No, I'm going to put stars in here so that I could do a count of the number of clues which have had an X removed, because we need 17 of them, and we've only had 3, and I feel like we should have had a lot more by now. Drink, beverage, brandy... Share. No, 34. I know Holland's got it, but I don't care. 34! Oh, dear. A thorny item sprang into being. A thorny item sprang into being. No, I never care. 5 letters in the grid. Thank you, by the way, Digital David, for your wonderful modding. You are hugely appreciated. Not quite sure who by, but probably your mother or father or I don't know. You know, someone like that. Kidding. I do care. Thank you so much. A thorny item. Is it going to be A and then an anagram of item? Sprang into being. Not getting this. Seriously, thank you, Digital David. And do get well soon. Working from home then for the next week or 2. Not getting this one, so I'm going to move on to the next one. 35. To dine after a pair of days makes sense. 2 words. And whilst I remember, the next one, 36, is rare but made of common parts. 35 though. To dine after a pair of days. So, pair of days, probably the first 2 letters of days, that's D and A. And then to dine. To eat, to... And then it makes sense. After a pair of days, so it might be ADA. Adds up is what I want it to be. Oh, right, so A is A, D is days, but a pair of them, 2 Ds, and then to dine is to sup. You know it adds up. You know it makes sense. That is 35, so that's going to go there. Anyone else? Any Brits now thinking of Only Fools and Horses? This one is rare, but made up of common parts. Warrior princess adopts Arabian love of things foreign. So it's going to be xenophilia, I think, because Xena is the warrior princess. Adopts Arabian love. Is that going to be ophil? Because love of things foreign, I think, is xenophilia. Something like that, anyway. It's from the Greek. Xeno meaning foreigner or stranger. And philios meaning love, or philos, or whatever it is, something like that. So that would just go in as enophilia, probably the love of wine. Xenophilie? No, can't be, because it needs to end in that A because of Xena, the warrior princess. Adopts Arabian love of things foreign. Well, why can't I just into that if I've got one too many letters? Xenophila? Love of ambient music. Very good. I'm going to come back to that one when I sort of know. Adopts Arabian love. Is that just going to be... I'm going to come back to that one. Follows Gwyneth's lead in hairstyles. Yep, got this one. Follows Gwyneth's lead in hairstyles. Happy with this one. Give that a few seconds. So I haven't quite got the right spelling or whatever of 36. But 37 I can do, and we'll do that one now. So, that's a nice do you've got. That's a nice do you've got. That's my hint. Go for it in the chat. Gwyneth's lead is G. Hairstyles is do's. Put G in do's for dogs. And if you dog, you follow. Arch had a go. Arch very much had a go, but failed in 2 ways. Rocket circles left of the sun. Rocket circles left of the sun. Bogbs. Might make that the raid phrase, you know. That's great. Bogbs. Okay. Rocket. To zoom, to shoot off, you know, it's a skyrocket. Circles. So that could be the letter O and more than one. So O, and then left of the sun is solar, isn't it? SOLAR. So can it be? Oh, could it be? Yes, to rocket is to soar, to shoot up, to soar, and it's circling, i.e. going around. L for left. Solar. There you go. There we are. And finally, Cordelia awfully cross with painter. Yes, got this one. Got this one. This one is a capitalised word, as given by the instructions that I never use for this bit, because I always assume that, you know, that answers could be capitalised and things like that. Okay. Do we? Well, yes and no, in that one was in a part of a clue and one was in the clue itself. One was part of an answer, one was part of a clue. Go for it, Faddy and Marky V. Go for it. Cordelia awfully. Anagram of Cordelia. And then cross is X, which we're not going to put in the grid. And Delacroix. Is it 3 words? Because normally it would say if it was multiple words, because that one says 2 words. But that doesn't say 3 words, does it? Maybe it does, and I just didn't type it out. Let me just check my paper copy. No, it doesn't say it. Is 1 word. Right, good. Good. Can't spell. Really can't spell. Delacroix. Okay, those are the crosses. Let's do the downs. Church employees making love a whole lot. Church employees making love a whole lot. Okay, is it going to be deacons or something like that? What happened to that? I don't know. What happened to the X? We're just not putting the X's in. I don't know why we're not putting the X's in yet. A future shenanigan. That's what you mean. That's what you mean. There we go. Sorry. I just forgot. So far we've only done 5. Church employees making love a whole lot. Tons. A whole lot is tons. Hang on. Making love is sex. So we can take out the X. Is it sextons? Are sextons employees of a church? I am now looking that up. An officer who rings a church bell, attends the clergyman, digs graves, etc. is a sexton. There we go. Basically, the dog's body, by the sounds of it. There we go. So we're going to take out the X and put in the setons. There we go. 1 times 1, a length of a line in geometry. So 1 is probably I, times is X, 1 I again, A, and then L, and then of a line in geometry is going to be ixial. It's going to be that. 1 times 1, IXI, A is A, L for length, and that must mean of a line in geometry. Ixial. Oh, axial. Axial. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Name for a woman equals name for a man. Name for a woman equals name for a man. I'm assuming Isabel. Now, why is it Isabel? Equals is, and then a name for a man is Abel, as in Cain and Abel, and anyone else called Abel. So that'll be Isabel. There we go. Grass around acres where cows might be set free. Okay. Released, I would imagine. Because you're going to have... yes, reed. Reed around lees. So you've got your lees here for your acres. And then your grass is your reed. And then where cows might be set... acres where cows might be, sorry. Those are your lees. Set free, released. Tail of T-Rex whacked me last. So we don't have this one yet, but we do have this one. So tail. Tail of the, so that's E. T is probably T. Rex whacked me last. Oh, is it going to be... oh, no, okay, it's extreme now. Because, like, the tail end of it, the extreme end of it. So that is that. So it's... how does it work? So it's T-Rex anagrammed with me, but there's an extra letter in there. How does it work? E. Tail of the is E. But then where's the definition? Oh, last. Last is the definition. I was going as tail is the definition. Last means the same thing. There we go. Tail of the, last letter of the, E. T-Rex, whacked, anagram of T-Rex, and then me, we get extreme. We're not going to put the X in again. Alcoholic drink, excellent for a Union General. Oh, is this going to be someone who I don't know? Alcoholic drink, excellent. Excellent is E. Oh, mead, M-E-A-D, is we're going to... and then E for excellent, then we're going to get a Union General called Mead. There we go, and I think I have heard of them. Mead was a person, good, thank you. Cook while standing in garbage. Have you seen my kitchen? Get out of here, Hex. Cook while standing in garbage. It goes there. It's got to be roast, right? If you cook, you roast. So tempted to say roast me, but I don't dare, because your oven wouldn't stand it. Cook while standing in garbage. Where does it go? Oh, no. If I forget it, we get the can of shame. I think this is a new policy. If I forget it, you get the imposter can of non-7-Up, because I forgot it. The can of shame. It goes in 7 down. It goes in 7 down. What is 7 down? Well, if this is 7-Up, this is 7 down. But imposter. Imposter syndrome, because I forgot it. Sorry. Oh, devastating news to effrontery. What would I drink with a roast? Nice Chianti. Oh, it hasn't made its way here, Catus, that I am aware of. Is it roast? While is as, and garbage is rot. There you go, it is roast. Oh, I've heard of Sierra Mist. That isn't here, though. Verbally, couple settles up for rugs. Couple 2 settles up, pays for rugs. 2 pays. I love a terrible pun. 2 pays. 2 pays. There we go. Got that one covered. Okay, 13 across. New article. In the role of grandmothers. 13. Where is it? Here you are. Those 5 letters there. In the role of grandmothers. New is... okay, so it's got to be nanas. N is new. Article is Anne. And in the role of. Starring in the role of the Wicked Witch. Starring as the Wicked Witch. That's as. And you get grandmothers. Nanas. So... I went to the South Coast this weekend, and we scattered my late nan's ashes. As I was saying to a few people, oh, we pushed my nan off a cliff. It's okay. She was cremated first. Anyway, so it was a very emotional time. It was wonderful. It was farcical. It was, she would have absolutely loved it. But I wanted to say, and I've been meaning to say this since Tuesday, there was something that was really beautiful that I saw on the way back, and that was I was bored, I was waiting at a train station, there was a spider. I'm not a spider fan. Spider Dan. We did check the wind direction. What we did not check was the tide, Marky V, and we decided, and the tide was rapidly coming in, and various people got their feet wet. Amazingly, I kept mine dry because I ran away. Anyway, I could see the big waves coming. Anyway, there was a spider, and it was weaving a web, and it was beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. The web was only about half done. The little spider, he or she or they or whatever pronouns that the spider identifies as, it had only done sort of a few of the main strands, and it was tiny spider, less than the size of your thumbnail, so you could get up quite close, and it was quite happily spinning, and it was going around in a circle. You could just see it was using one of its legs, tying the little thing up there, moving around, getting a little bit of silk, tying it around. It was just so cool to be able to see, because normally you just walk into a spider's web, don't you? You don't see it, and you never see them being made. But this was being made. It was just so cool. If you ever get a chance to see a spider actually weaving a web, like actually close up, with how it uses its legs to do it, and then it wanders around and it goes in. It's just so cool. Anyway, yeah. I highly recommend that, but obviously not if you don't like spiders. Anyway, 17 down. Thank you for indulging me with that. I just thought it was really cool. Energy nuts exert in Devonshire City. If that's talking about somewhere in Devon, UK, it's not Devonshire. Not Devonshire. But energy nuts exert in Devonshire City. 17. Where are we? We are here. What? It's all E's. Don't tell me it's just E. Energy is E. Nuts exert. Anagram of exert. And there's going to be... Is there a city called... There's going to have to be another E there. It's bloody not Devonshire. It's very much not Devonshire. It's just Devon. Cancelling the stream. Bye-bye. Devonshire. Exeter is a city in Devon, so it's E for energy, and then an anagram of exert, and then we won't talk about the rest of the clue. Oh, thank you, Digital David. Yes, I am now on the Mastodon. If you want to replace the musk with the tusk, you will find me there. Oh yes, Weather Channel predicted heavy rain because a spider had spun a web over the sensor it was catching morning dew. I love it. So good. Exeter. Not in Devonshire. Government agent keeps law bent. Government agent keeps law bent. So anagram of law in maybe rep for agent or something like that. Where are we? 19. So that is here. Law bent. So it must be a Fed. We had the G-men earlier. This is going to be the Fed. Now, No, maybe not. Government agent, Fed. Oh, could law just be... So it's got to mean bent. FL something ED. That's so cool, Arch, that you run a network of flood sensors. That's so cool. That sometimes spider sensors. Yeah, fair. And giant motorway camera. Yeah, absolutely. And occasionally you get the people doing a live weather report, and a bird, sort of a seagull, just goes... Meow, map, 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 and you get a giant seagull in the background. It's hilarious. So Fed must be the government agent. Law, I don't know. Is it LA? But that doesn't make any... FL blank. Oh, hang on. What's the Latin for law? And then it's going to mean bent. Is lux, isn't it? Fluxed. So if it bent, it flexed. Lex. Sorry, I was trying to remember what the first name of Lex Luthor was, and for some reason I had it as Lux Luthor, because I know that his first name means law, and I couldn't remember his name. Lux is light. Thank you. I knew it was, yeah. See, that was just getting, yeah. So Lex is Latin for law. So Lex Luthor means law Luthor. And so Lex in Fed for flexed. If something bent, it flexed. But of course, we're not going to put the X in, so we get fleed. Obsession, oddly rendered, Dixie deaf, 2 words. 21. Ooh, okay. Obsession, fad, mania, oddly rendered. So OSSIN are the odd letters of obsession. Rendered implies anagram. Where does that F come from? So maybe obsession isn't every other letter. Oddly rendered would be RNEE. Write that down as well. Dixie Deaf. Oh, hang on. Rendered Dixie Deaf. Okay, anagram of Dixie Deaf. There we go. So that's what's going on. So oddly rendered is the anagram indicator. Dixie Deaf, and then it must be a 2-word phrase meaning obsession. He says, having written it down on his paper. Okay, I've got it. Yes, I have. Go for it in the chat then for 21. It's an anagram of Dixie Deaf. It will have an X in it. Oh, well. Yes, I have... No, not a fried... I have fixed idea. That's what I've got. That's what I've got, and I'm sticking to it. X isn't entered. Fixed idea. So how many of these have we now had? This is where the count comes in quite usefully. We've had 11 so far, so we've got another 6 to go. Flowers with cheerful appearances around a treasure site. Zoop. This one here. I know of prix fixé, fixed price, but not idée fixé. Flowers with cheerful appearances, so smiles around a treasure site. Smiles? Could be flowers, but with cheerful appearances is smiles. Around a treasure site. Oh, a treasure site is X marks the spot. So there's going to be an X somewhere in here. Smile axes. Around. So it's smiles, but with X in it. So S-M-I-L-E. Are smilaxes? A flower. Yes! Any plant of the genus Smilax of the lily family, mostly climbers with net-veined leaves, some yielding sarsaparilla. So that is what a Smilax is. So it's Smilaxes. We're not going to enter the X, of course. There we go. So just again, for those who didn't quite understand how that worked, like me, cheerful appearances are smiles. A treasure site is AX. I'm going to put AX in there for Smilaxes, which are flowers. English city is number 1, according to the listener. The best, the Leeds. Leeds is number 1. If you're in the lead, you Leeds. Leeds is number 1. Leeds. Anyways, English city is Leeds. There we go. There we are. Could do that one. Not in Devonshire, is it? No, probably in Leedshire. 25. Interpret illiterate signature in English money. Well, your illiterate signature is the X again, isn't it? In English money. Interpret illiterate signature. It's Leedshire. CS. Leedshire. Illiterate signature X. In English, that's E and then money. So it's EX. And then whatever the rest of it is. Oh, this is what I did, Arch. I very much did. Were you paying attention? I was paying attention, so I'll give that a few seconds. Go for it in the chat now. It is also English money, but just money for this. Expound. Absolutely, Oi Frog. Hello, Oi Frog. How are you doing? It is expound. Pound being the money. Whilst it is English money, the word English there is not doing anything with money. English means E. Thank you for the follow, Oi Frog. It is an excellent name that you have there. So X in E pound, but I'm not putting the X in. No. It detects sulfur ingested by Spanish gent. Yep. Okay, I've got that. Some knowledge of Spanish here. But none of the... No, but no, not having that, Marky V. Don't try and justify Devonshire, though I have heard the word Devonshire in terms of cream. Like Devonshire cream. Anyway, don't justify it. I'm not having it. No. So, Spanish gent. You'll need to know a bit of Spanish for this answer. 26, where are we? 26, there we go. Oh, we've got most of the answer then. Fine. I solved it without looking at the grid. I do that. Go for it. Go for it. It is senor. And then sulfur is S. Put that in there for N, S in senior. Senor for words. It's sensor. Get rid of number 11 and hurry back. Hyphenated. 27. Oh. D Pepsi. Deposit. What is going? Get rid of number 11. So 11 is XI. So XI and hurry back. So X is going to go here and speed back. So deep 6. So if you deep 6 something, do you get rid of it? You must do. That must be an American. Yeah, it must be an Americanism. I've not heard of it. But it's XI speed all backwards. Dr. John about to be too enthusiastic. 28. Ooh. Dr. John about to be too enthusiastic. I've got an idea of what the answer is, so I'm going to give it a few seconds. I think I know what the answer must be here. It's an interesting way of cluing the definition, but I think it works. Arch, what do you think 29 is? Can you work it out? Because you can sort of. You can read it. Use a sharp stick to get small fruit. 29. Where does it go? Use a sharp stick to get small fruit. It's spear. See, I've got Arch. I've got 29, and it's not on the screen yet. Spear. Go for 28 whilst I type in 29. First time I solved that, I solved half a clue, just the top half. I'm hoping you've got drool, though, for 28. Good. So Doctor is DR, John is a Lou, about, so it's reversed. And if you're enthusiastic, like you drool at the chance. You're enthusiastic about the opportunity. There we go. Good evening, John B. French writer with 2 embraces. Where is 33 when it is at home? I'll put in that one as well. 33. Oh, so it's got to be Hugo. Victor Hugo. With 2 embraces. Oh, that's quite clever because hug is an embrace and O is also an embrace because it also means hug, as in hugs and kisses. So in hugs and kisses, they, it's OX, OX, OX. The X's are kisses, the O's are hugs. So therefore, hug O is hug, hug. So that's Hugo. How many of these... 36. What's 36? Okay, I did I? How many of these have we got? We've now got 14, so there's 3 more X's yet to be accounted for. So let's have a go at this one. Herb is jazz combo member, providing great intensity. Herb is jazz combo member, providing great intensity. 3 more X'd to be X'd, yes. Herb is jazz combo. Great intensity. I mean, so the jazz combo member is your sax. So it's saxifrage or sassifraga or how it's said. How is that said? I am now pulling it up. We're about to find out. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, it's said...
Saxifrage.
Saxifrage. Catus! I knew a word! Normally, you are disappointed in me, so it is wonderful to occasionally redress that balance. So how does it work, though? So the herb, which is saxifrage, a low-growing plant of poor soils, bearing small white, yellow, or red flowers, and forming rosettes of succulent leaves. Many are grown in alpines as rockeries. Oh dear, do you know what I've just done? I've just closed. Phew, right, there we go. I managed to close my window with the upcoming crosswords and everything. It was all ready and prepped. That was exciting. Anyway, not that you could see that. So sax is your jazz combo member. Providing is if, and great intensity is rage. It did, yeah, Herb Alpert with Spanish Flea. Da 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 da. My mum does not want me to play that at her funeral because I may blast that tune at her anywhere she goes. I just dial it up on my phone, put it back to here, and go da 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 da. Anyway, so that's the only reason why I knew that, Meredith. Desert heat returns in mountain, so mountain is MT. And we need a word meaning heat. I think we've shown off all my cultured side with saxifrage and herb output there. We'll be back to fart jokes now. This is the rarest desert, Antarctica. Well, actually, technically, isn't the rarest desert like England because it just floods all the time. Not a desert. Heat. If you heat, you warm. You Tamar. No. Nah, I'm not sure if I know this one. A heat could be a leg, like as in a heat of a race. Can I have the second letter, please? All I've got is merit. Merit, Marat. Oh dear. What is it? Just. Oh. Okay, so it is merit. So your heat is ire. It's not a desert as in okay, it's not a desert, it's in a geographical desert. It's you're just desserts. In the phrase just desserts, all he got is just desserts. That is spelt desert, despite what people think. Indeed, so it's merit as in you deserve it. Dessert is merit. Don't like it. Chart, having a variable that can be assessed. So that must be taxable then, based on the letters that are in the grid. So that is the penultimate X. So we've got taxable. So that is table. There you go. That's your chart. Your chart is a table, and a variable, AX. What is this? Ananu. Luxurious spot by an advertising union. Oh, Xanadu. So that's your luxurious spot. By, very clever. Here's your final X. By is in 3 by 4. 3 times 4. 3x4. An is an advertising union, ADU. So Xanadu, and we're not going to put the X in. There we go. Everything now is normal. Have we got everything? 32. 32. Here we go. No, hang on. 28. Delaware. So this one is a bit archaic. Delaware's body of water shows low ebb. Delaware's, sorry. Despond. That's not a... I've not got the thing yet, but then I've not been looking. Shows low ebb. That's not a bit rare. That's not a bit archaic. Anyway, despond. Fair enough. Yeah, oh well, fine. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain that I answered a question correctly. 32. Share drink with a bit of rum in it. Portion. So potion must be drink with an R in it for potion. Potion becomes portion. A thorny item. Oh, a rose. Literally a thorny item, which is a rose. Sprang into being. Was a rose. Have you still got 35? 32, 34. Sorry, I should have given some of these to the chat. 36. So it's xenomania then, not xenophilia. Xenomania. So how does that work? Oman adopts Arabian. So adopts Omani. An Arabian is an Omani. There we go. So Omani in Xena. That's nice, actually. That's a really good word. Spotting that. Really good spotting that. And I think we just now need to look at the downs. Have we done everything? We have done everything. So somebody has taken something from 17 answers in this puzzle's diagram. The two unclued across entries identify the crime. And the unclued down is the perpetrator. So it's Georgie Porgy. He kissed the girls and made them cry. And of course, those were stolen kisses. And if you steal the kisses, you take out the X from various words. And that is Whodunit by Hex. He styles fishes. There we go. There we go. Georgie Porgy, Pudding Pie kissed the girls and made him cry. Didn't kiss me, though, did he? No. Didn't come anywhere near me. Swine. Made me cry, too. That is Whodunit. I hope you enjoyed that. So you solved the Who Has Done This. There we go.